This was a quote by Jerry Gregorick. Jersey? Did I say that right? Jerzy Gregorick. He framed this quote when talking about his journey from being an alcoholic to being an Olympic weightlifter. They say CrossFitters for pussies, but I felt this quote most when I was doing a workout with them. I usually just bodybuild because my goal at the gym, I'm just gonna be honest, it's just to look good. That's it. I'm trying to look as built as this guy from TikTok.
We don't want to see that. That's not what we want to see.
But my cousin, he convinced me to try CrossFit, and you know, I tried it out. And when I was doing the workout, it fucking killed me.
Holy fuck.
There's like 3 sets we had to do, and I didn't even get halfway done. And the girl was just like, okay guys, let's finish up. I was like, fuck. I didn't want to finish the workout. I didn't want to continue it. You know, to be honest, I really felt like giving up. But then I thought of this quote, hard choices, easy life, easy choices, hard life. I could have gave up. Would have been way easier than like sweating fucking dick for an hour. But if I did, then I would be ignoring the health aspect of my life. Since I always use these cliche quotes to contextualize my life, I thought about everything else that's happening right now. September, it's always a weird time for me because this is the time where all my friends go back to school and they'd be doing their shit. And for the past couple years, I felt lost. Like I didn't know what to do. I'm 5 years out of high school. The first 2 years, I was working on-set security for film sets. I'll literally stand somewhere for 12 hours and watch something. That's it. I didn't do fucking anything. And I remember just standing there and just being like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Like, I'm literally wasting my time here. At that time, I didn't feel like I was living up to my potential. And then the 2 years after that, I was doing e-commerce, which was selling products online, coming from China, and building a store and shit. When I was doing it, I just felt like this shit is not for you. Like it wasn't for me. At that time, I felt like I was on the wrong path. Now this, the 5th year after high school, this is the time where I felt most in tune with myself. Like I felt like I'm in a flow state. Like I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm doing is right. Your career goals, it's simple. It's so fucking simple. All you have to do is locate your passions and see if they're monetizable. I didn't give a fuck about security. I didn't give a fuck about e-commerce. But right now, what I do care about is filmmaking and adventure. And now I have a full-time job as a filmmaker and a video editor. And I have a part-time job lined up for me as an Ontario Tour adventure leader. On top of that, I'm building this YouTube channel, which involves filmmaking and involves adventure videos. This is amazing because I spent so fucking long being lost and confused on what to do. But now I set up my life to something that's enjoyable to me. I wake up and I make money doing what I love. That's all I ever wanted. The only issue, the most minuscule issue, is that I'm fucking working bare. 40-hour work weeks, plus the weekend job is 14-hour shifts, so it's 28 hours on the weekend. And on top of that, in the evenings, I'm making these YouTube videos. Basically, whenever my eyes are open, I'm working. I know it may seem kind of fucked, like working 100+ hour work weeks, but the truth is, when I wake up, I don't want to do anything. When I wake up in bed, I just want to lay there all day and do fucking nothing and just stay on my phone. But I know if I do that, I'll get massively depressed. I realized I'm only happy when I'm moving and when I'm progressing. So it goes back to this quote, hard choices, easy life, easy choices, hard life. I am not in school, so that means I can't be fucking around like I used to. I'm at that age where you have to take responsibility of your life. Otherwise, you let circumstances determine your life. We're at a pivotal moment that's not to be taken lightly. You are never going to be this young again. Right now is the time to mold your future into what you actually want it to look like. All it takes is a little bit of calculated risk. That's the hard choice, but with it comes an easy life. Yes, I'm working fucking bare, but in the future, I can be making bigger videos and have bigger adventures. The alternative is procrastination and letting fear take over. That's the easy choice. But that comes with a hard fucking life. I was working in a soul-sucking office job for a fucking year, and I wish someone were to just fucking grab me and fucking slap me in the face and tell me, like, why are you fucking doing this? Like, why are you going down this path? You know you have the opportunity to fucking change it right now. mold your future and change it to what you actually want it to look like. I realized I was stuck in my comfort zone. I just needed to take the risk of being uncomfortable and designing my life properly. Every day you spend not making those hard choices and taking responsibility, the further you get away from your own potential. I know I sound preachy as fuck right now, but I wish I fucking told myself this like a year ago. I spent 4 fucking years being depressed as fuck because of fucking work when I could have just changed it and just done what makes me happy. When I turned 19, my idea on happiness was skewed. I did a lot of solo travel and I was just experiencing pleasure. This way of happiness is kind of fucked if you think about it, because instead of making something of yourself, you're just a blob experiencing pleasurable sensations. Pleasure is good to an extent. Like, you can receive pleasure by eating ice cream, but too much ice cream makes you become a fat motherfucker. You know what I mean? I was just a kid just trying to chase the next high. I was just chasing what felt good. Solo travel is great and it's good, but like, I was burning a fat hole in my pocket and I wasn't making something of myself. To add on top of that, we were kind of marketed from these big companies that new experiences or new things is what brings us pleasure. The end goal for those companies is to sell you a product or a service. Like, airlines are meant to sell you plane tickets. Those car commercials are meant to sell you cars. They're meant to make money from you. I don't think happiness comes from receiving things or receiving experiences or receiving pleasurable sensations. Now my view on happiness is completely different. It's hard choices, easy life. This hard choice of taking responsibility, that's what sustains you in life. Don't be afraid to take responsibility. It's hard because this is something you have to consciously think about. In The Happiness Hypothesis by Jonathan Haidt, he talks about how we are divided into 2 selves, our primitive side and our logical thinking side. The way he illustrates this in the book is the elephant and the rider. The elephant is our primitive side. He's very irrational. He's the one who gets validated from other people. He's the one who seeks pleasurable sensations. He's the one who's looking for the next high. The elephant seeks gratification and short-term pleasures. And most of our day, we are operating from this version of ourselves. Now the rider, he's the logical thinking one. He's a very rational creature and he knows what to do. He can see far into the future and set goals, but he has very little control in the present moment. The way to combat these 2 versions of ourselves is to train the rider and the elephant and have them work together. The rider can set goals and have the elephant achieve them. Once you master that, you can live a life that's hard choices, easy life. Or you could just sit around and do fucking nothing all day and be depressed and sad as fuck. At least I was. That was just me. Thanks for watching. Stay on Average Fools.